Hello and welcome to another episode of In Conversation with Colton. This week I'm with half of the band Yikes. Hello guys.
Hi, how you doing?
You alright? He's half asleep.
I'm not, I'm fine.
Not?
I have to work into these things.
That's alright. Well,
I have to be comfortable with you, you know.
Are you not comfortable with me already?
Not yet, no.
Okay, well hopefully by the end of the 20 minutes we'll have got to know each other a lot better. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Alright, brilliant news. So, I don't want to start off with the cliche questions, but I need to ask this because I think people will wonder, why are you called Yikes? Are you scary? Do you want people to be scared of you? Is that what people say when they see you?
Yeah, like what we do is quite loud, like musically, visually. All of our videos are kind of quite cinematic and theatrical. So the Yikes thing was really like the perfect name for what we're trying to do in terms of grabbing people's attention and being as provocative as possible. And then obviously stylise that, put a big exclamation mark in it, make it that little bit louder. Put a cool logo on it, you know, people sticks with people, they remember it, you know.
It's more of a brand than anything, you know. It's like KES in a way, you know.
I love KES.
But KES are still as big as they probably ever were, just because of the brand.
Yeah.
That will stay regardless
you
of
always
how.
think of the logo, and it, like, you know, with a lot of bands like that, you just sort of think of that.
Are you a big fan of KES, by the way?
No, I just think like that they really nailed the branding.
Oh, right. I was going to tell you a story about when I went to see them when I was 9 and my dad took me and nearly killed me in the over 14 standing area because it was all just big sweat.
What happened?
Well, no, that was it. Just, I was trying to be cool, but whatever. So I want to ask you this because obviously, even though we may possibly be heading into some kind of second lockdown, what have you been up to as a band during the period from March till now? Like, how has it affected you?
Hasn't affected us at all, has it?
Nah, I'd say for us it's actually probably done us a favour in some regard. I mean, we started off the year pretty heavy with the live shows, you know, we were supporting Counterfeit and King Nun and Vukovi, and, you know, we were sort of setting ourselves up with a lot of festivals, and obviously all that has been postponed to next year or cancelled. So the live stuff sucked, but everything else, yeah, I mean, it's given us a real opportunity to be in the studio. You know, we've got our own studio in my house, so we've been able to just record as much as we want, access the resources, like no other things getting in the way, and then
it's just that live thing we're missing, I guess.
It's just that really, like social media. Like we ended up going through a period where like we made loads of YouTube videos, and like our bass players, like he's from the Black Country, he's from Albury, so he made this video on like how to speak Black Country. When Tiger King was a big deal, I think we did a little rendition of Tiger King. So we were just like trying to like constantly come up with content ideas, so that, you know, we didn't just disappear off the grid, and then we started thinking, you know, we've got all this stuff to record, so let's just, you know, make another record, and then Massive came out.
You make yourself comfortable. Do you feel better down there?
I mean, can I be like this?
Absolutely, you can. That's fine. Yeah. The thing is, these guys, they are established. They've got 30,000 monthly Spotify listeners. They're a verified band on Facebook, and you do. It's just like, yeah, man. And obviously, yeah, but you are there. You get thousands and thousands of views on YouTube. So how have you got to this point? Excuse me. Shut up. I will just offend you. I was gonna like have a go at him about his hair, but we're in the same position. Like roots and like blonde hair. Right, do you know what? Yeah, you're a shit band. Should we just stop?
Yeah.
No, let's come on, give yourself a bit of credit. How have you got to this point?
Just being mad pricks, I guess. You know? Just being, it's all about the energy, man. Like whenever we play somewhere, like whenever we come off, we've always got people coming up to us wanting to know what's going on. And then, you just direct them to that Facebook thing, and then that's where I just don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, branding, content, you know, engagement, you know, we hit the nail on the head, because, like, you know, you speak to us in person, particularly our drummer TJ, he's an absolute lunatic.
He told us to say hi, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I want hi. Sorry that you're not here. Hello, both cameras.
But he's just crazy. It's pure chaos. So when you meet us like in person, he's like very good at doing the whole going and talking to people and, you know, go follow us on Instagram, Facebook, you know, all that sort of thing. We kind of just leave all that to the stage. We give it all that we can, energy-wise there.
Let the music speak for itself.
Yeah, for sure. the typical cliche.
It is a cliche, but it's like the other thing is the cliche now. For me and Liam to be here, like, hey guys, listen, man, so glad that you're here listening to us, man. 10,000 people listening to us. God, the tunes that come in there. Fantastic, man. Next week, we live
in this postmodern world of pop music where like none of it's really like cool anymore.
No,
so.
it's not. So we're trying to bring a bit of that back, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I definitely think you are. Now, you just touched on it before, but so you basically did a cover of Joe Exotic's, who you called Joe Erotic. Am I right on that?
Yeah.
See, she does her homework.
My Saturday night
Your
alter
little
ego,
joke
that is,
there.
man. Yeah.
Your cover of I Saw a Tiger. Now, you've fully dressed up for it and you need to go and check it. Oh, go on then.
And the sag's all, mate.
So what is it about Joe Erotic that sort of rubs you up the right way?
Same thing, man. Didn't rub us up in any way, shape or form. It's as shallow as it is. He was big at the time and we thought, how do we jump on the bandwagon? Bam!
It's all about the zeitgeist.
You know what I'm saying?
The zeitgeist.
Didn't do that well though, to be fair. We expected it to do a little bit better than it did.
I think some people had already beat us to it.
I think they'd beat us to it. Like,
We've got to be ahead of the curve.
yeah.
Yeah, you do have to be ahead of it. Mind you, though, you do have a sort of your own thing going on with this like bizarre Pudsey looking on steroids bear thing that you've got on your YouTube. So what's the crack with that? Or you just, is there no backstory and it's just there and that's what it is?
We went on like this really intense psychedelic trip, man. So me and Liam had done 5 grams of mushrooms and then somebody said, should we drop an LSD tab as well? And me and Liam were sort of looking at each other like,
can we take it?
I don't know, should we do this? But we was like, yeah, hell yeah. So we took the tab. And then somebody came in with a sprinkle of MDMA as well.
Yeah.
For any kids that are listening, don't do this shit, man. And then all of a sudden, like, yeah, he sort of manifested. But because we were so, like, in that world, I guess, like, for us to have come out, we had to bring him with us.
Yeah.
So he is almost like mine and Liam's psychedelic love child.
Spirit animal, I call him.
Yeah.
Does he have a name?
Yeah, his name's Bear Frills.
Right.
Yeah, so I
Man or woman or non-binary?
it doesn't matter, whatever he
All
wants to
genders.
be.
Whatever.
Every single
He,
one.
she,
All the time, all the same
whatever,
time.
yeah. Anything.
omnipresent
Attack helicopter.
entity. Yeah.
A helicopter?
Yeah, that's real, man. Look that up. Because you know there's a load of stuff going on in America constantly about
Just
like,
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so like a girl had herself like gender reassigned as a
To a helicopter.
attack helicopter. Yeah.
So Frills, you know, when he goes into that mode, we all have to run. Because he starts flying around, shooting bullets out of his fingers
Oh
at us.
my
You know, we're
God.
hiding under the tables, going, Frills,
Just relax, just relax,
calm
man.
down, mate.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
he's a wild one, man.
Does he like live in your house or anything, or does he just pop up when you want him to?
He lives, to be fair, he does live in Liam's house. You don't see too much
There's
of him.
like there's like a room that we don't enter in the
Sort
studio.
of give him his time.
Yeah, every now and then,
Yeah.
you know, we chuck him in a bag of crisps or whatever. You know, keep him alive.
Just to keep him entertained. Well, enough about weird stuff. So, the most recent track that you dropped, like that, Pirouette. I've said that in a really Scouse accent. I say that I'm not even from Liverpool, but I don't know why I say things like this. Pirouette. But tell me about it then. If you don't want to go into too much detail about the cliches and the actual music, you tell them about
give you the right
Pirouette.
answer.
Will you actually? Because I'm a bit scared of you now.
Well, like my interpretation of it is like it's about really loving somebody, but probably not being in the right position or place to actually go through with it properly. And like sort of the turns, the twists and turns of like, you know, leaving each other and trying to get back in with each other, and you know, sort of like the lyric, although you've got me in the rear view, your license plate's my name. It's like, you know, it's sort of like you have this effect with people when like you love somebody or something that, you know, like you sort of take a bit of that away with each other wherever you go.
You're very endearing. You did just suck me in then. Yeah. See, sometimes I think you're like taking the piss, but I felt like you meant what you said.
Listen, like in terms of the depths, like the murky depths, like yeah, we could go there, but it's like, do you want to not leave your house for the next 2 weeks?
I don't know.
Because I struggle with that daily, you know.
you?
So yeah. But no, that's it for me. The Pirouette thing is about like, you know, turning back on yourself. And I only just came up with that last night as well, in all honesty, because usually we give some blasé answer, don't we? But I really thought about it, and I was like, yeah, that is what it is. That one, that is like, you know you should leave.
And I guess that translated to the video in a way. You know, obviously we were in this spaceship and like we were away from humanity in a sense, and that was sort of where all that came around. You know, with everything going on, we just had this real urge, you know, being cooped up in the house and you know, all that, and not being able to get things done like before. Like, you know, we all were just like, let's just make this spaceship in the garage, tin foil, you know, bit of silver sellotape and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, proper going all out there.
Yeah, I mean, it took us like 3 days. It was like building a set, you know, but it was fun, man.
It was really fun.
It was class, because like the garage is just this, you know, this murky, damp room underneath my house, obviously.
And you just brought it to life.
Yeah, we just set everything up and told our videographer Zach the idea, and he, as usual, looked at us like we were complete lunatics. But
made it happen.
Yeah, and
it's still there as well, and it's like a relic. Little bits are sort of peeling away.
It's like decrepit though now, because like when we filmed, we were jumping around and all the tin foil was getting ripped up.
Just going a bit mad. You got to be careful, because you might go back home and your bear might have like gone off in it or something like that.
That's exactly, man.
He's always trying to steal the shit, man.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You'll see some more of that in our next little thing that we do.
Oh, can you tell me anything about what's coming up for you then?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we sort of came back to earth for this one.
Yeah.
So it'll be tied in, you know, in those sorts of ways. But this, I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, it's just more just being with the lads and having a good time and just yeah, it's just
vibing.
Same
or do
thing.
We say that vibing?
Yeah, you can say vibing. But yeah, the track's Step Away, so it's a track off the EP. And once again, it's like you listen to it and you want to dance to it, but if you really go into the lyrics and what that song's about, it's once again it's really dark again. Yeah. So, but really cool. This one should be like really colourful again, and just like you're just with the lads doing what we do for a couple of days.
It's nice to be like on location as well, because like all the videos, apart from one that we've done so far, you know, a lot of them have been like stuck inside, and you know, particularly at the moment, it was just really good to be able to go to like Blackpool and Manchester and be away from home. Yeah. Just with the lads, just having a laugh and all that sort of thing, man.
Just making memories and stuff like that. Yeah. Take any Polaroids or anything?
Not really, but we did spend 12. We walked on the beach for 12 miles straight.
Yeah, we did.
12 miles.
Yeah. And we didn't realise there was in fact, at one point we were walking on the tram line. But like we didn't realise until we'd finished walking to where we needed to be, there was a tram that could have just took there. Because we were going to all the piers.
You've been to Blackpool, haven't you?
Yeah, I literally went the other week. Really? You know, yeah, I actually did. Went to Blackpool Zoo, but there's like no animals there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a desolate place with like full of people who have took the wrong path in life, just like wandering down every street.
That's pretty much the conclusion.
It was a little bit scary, wasn't it, man?
It was. Yeah. The nightlife was a bit weird for us, and obviously we were dressed like, you know, out there like we would for the video and stuff.
A lot of people stopping us.
And everybody was just in our grill, and we were like saying, you know, there's a virus going on and people trying to fight you and stuff. And it's just like...
Had some Scouse guy trying to... Oh, he was Irish when he was trying...
He was an Irish guy,
he was trying to give you...
What an idiot, just because he's jealous.
The clubs are weird though, aren't they? It's like you can only allow a certain amount of people in at a time, and everybody's got to sit there, and the visor thing. And obviously we're in a group of 6, so like he must have just tried to take advantage or something, but yeah, you know, just
what a knob.
One of those things. Yeah, it's one of them.
Well, don't worry. This is kind of like touching on to my next question. So obviously your style is very out there. Your words, not mine. It's a positive thing though. So maybe you've been inspired by other people, and this is why you look like this, or has this just been your image from the start?
It's got more wild, really, hasn't it? Like at the start, you know, we kind of kept everything relatively simple, like particularly with the early shows, we were just sort of like dressing how we'd usually dress, and like just ripped jeans, going for like a bit of that grungy thing, you know. But yeah, the more we started to do like colourful things with the videos, like when we did Hold On To Your Grudge, obviously we had these like neon vampires going around and stuff, and yeah, it just became real apparent that like that was, you know, people were into that thing, that colourful thing.
Yeah.
I think it's hard, like with social media and stuff nowadays, like to stand out.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously everyone's trying to sell their music online and social media and all that sort of stuff. You know, we've just noticed a trend, like the more out there and colourful and vibrant we are in the way we dress and the way we dress up the band, the more people just take note, really.
Like that stupid Irishman, but not for the right reasons. You wouldn't want him as a fan though, would you really?
No, that's the thing. It's, we're not trying to attract people like that, I guess.
He was one of them typical, though, and it was like, I'm not starting anything, lads. I'm not starting anything. I'm not starting. And you'd be like, cool, man.
Whoa. As if like pretending to like duck from punches you're not even throwing, like, whoa, chill out now, come on.
Yeah.
So you've obviously must have noticed that these lads are from Birmingham. So you must have gigged all over though, because you touched on other places like Manchester. You said you've gigged in the legendary Wesley Live in Sheffield. So where else have you gigged, and what has been like the most, I don't mean like what's been your best gigging story, but where are like the best places to gig in your... No, I'm not asking what your best gigging story is. I'm talking about venues wise. What are the best ones?
The best one for me, it's strange actually, because it's probably one of my first gigs as well, wasn't it? But Hard Rock Hell, we went to this place called Great Yarmouth, which...
Oh, I've been there. It's a shithole though.
It's proper, isn't it?
It was bad. But we got there in the hotel, and this person seemed really proud to tell us that it was like the most easterly part. Or
Yeah. It's like the most
Britain.
east you can go in the country, or something like that. Yeah.
And it was like a festival of like biker rockers, if you imagine, like, you know, like the proper bandanas, and we
Big
walked
beards
in and we
and
were thinking like,
Sons
God,
of Anarchy stuff going on, you know what I
we
mean?
were like, how the hell are we gonna like pull this off? But then like the night before, we all got up at like, well, we were still up, it was like 4 a.m, and we were like, we weren't supposed to fly her, but we were like, forget it, man, we're going flying. So we flyed the whole caravan park, and we woke up in the morning and there was all these people on like the Hard Rock Hell website, like, fair play to these boys, like, you know, they've your phone flew off then, to be fair.
Maybe I should go and put that back on.
Yeah, I'll carry on the story.
Carry on what you're doing.
And then so like we did a bit of a flyering campaign, don't we, bro? And that turned out well. And it was like, imagine a Butlins, but like the B-Tech Butlins. Yeah.
B-Tech Butlins, what, like worse, like Haven holidays?
Well, it was more the chalets, wasn't it? It was like
Thank you very
there was
much.
all these chalets and caravans and...
Cut that bit out, like the past.
Yeah, maybe I will, but then you've told everyone again now, so I'm going to have to cut all this out as well. No, I'm just going to let it roll because you're just good.
And that.
You can do, I don't mind if you get your bits out, I'm keeping it in, so continue.
Sounds like that's what you want me to do.
Yeah, maybe I do. What, a porno in the Sheffield Botanical Gardens? Yes, that's what we're first.
B-Tech Butlins, man. And it was just like this weird little centre, and they had like, it's like a main stage and then like other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
But we were like, we were on after this band who we're pretty cool with, to be fair. Well, we know a few people that work with them. They're called Those Damn Crows, man.
Yeah.
And they finished at like the perfect time. So when they finished, everybody just dived into us. And it was really cool, weren't it? We felt like celebrities after that one. It's we came off and everybody was coming up to us asking us for signatures. Even like all of these people that, like, you know, you'd expect them to spit on us, really, but...
And they were vibing.
And they loved it, man.
They were just going absolutely mad for it, weren't they?
They did, yeah. There's a few more stories from that holiday, but we won't get into that.
Why are they a bit rude?
No, just strange.
Yeah,
Strange.
A lot of strange.
We ended up in a very, very strange flat, is it? A chalet or whatever they're called.
Can you not tell me? I've got time, I've got nowhere to be. Mum's cooking me tea at 6, but until then...
Well,
we can divulge it.
Should we tell them about Billy then?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So we go around to this, we see all these lights and that kicking off in this flat, and we're like, looks pretty vibing over there, man, let's go check it out. So we go around, we knock the door, and there's like, there's a geezer in a Minnie Mouse outfit.
I was not expecting that. Right.
And there's a few other people going around, and just trying to weigh up what I can.
I know, this is what I'm saying,
I think you or Matt was putting flyers in the toasters and things like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But the weirdest part of it was like there was this guy, and God bless him, man. He just like, I don't know what the arrangement was, but it was some kind of arrangement. He was like, he was dressed up as Minnie Mouse, loving life, and then he had like these 2 girls with him who were
One of them was in a crash helmet.
Yeah, and like they were all dressed up and just getting wrecked. So like me and Liam looked at each other and were like, should we go knock on the door? And I don't think it was us who did it in the end, was it? I think it was Matt who went
did, but then like we left to go and fly her, and we came back, and Matt, like our bass player, he's just there
with his chicken hat on and
partying with this big hat that looked like a chicken drumstick.
Like a turkey or something.
Like a turkey, it was a turkey, and he's just there with his big turkey hat on, like, where you lads been? And we're like, oh yeah, we've just been, you know, flying the caravan site, doing some work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doing some business, what you been doing? And he's just there, like, just sitting here in my chicken hat, mate, with some beers, like.
there as well.
Just chilling.
There
Like,
is some
listen,
other
you got one of
stuff
them chicken
as
hats for
well.
me.
Yeah, what a weirdo.
It was class, like it was.
Sounds like he knows how to have fun though while you're off doing the
Yeah,
hard graft.
Listen, yeah, he does. That sums Matt up perfectly, man. But Billy, he was at the front, weren't he, the next day, like, at the show. He was at the front of the show. Like, we gained a proper mate.
Beef and Buck Cherry with him.
It was cool.
Yeah,
man.
it was cool.
funny.
Man. It was.
Funny.
It was just.
Would you return then? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard rock out. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
it was-
man.
it was-
We'll have to play the bigger stage though next time. Won't we?
Yeah, of course. Well, after this interview, you're going to be like really famous.
Yeah.
I'm just going to bring it back to like actual interview questions because this is the point of having a conversation with Colton. We have a conversation. It's not a formal interview. You're having fun now.
Yeah.
Right, good.
I've
I'm glad you are.
I've definitely eased
Have
that.
you?
Yeah.
I feel like you have. Like you've moved around a bit, and I feel like you're like
that's
comfortable
what I'm saying.
now.
You know how like a cat does that thing?
Yeah.
When, like they sort of.
Scratch around a bit. You're a bit like cat-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Totally see that. Right, so I do a quick fire round. It might be a bit cringy, but you're going to enjoy it. So I know you two are a bit slow.
Okay.
Off you go. Right, see you later. So I'm going to be like this, and you're going to give me an answer dead quick. Are you ready for it? Do you need a bit of water first? Yeah, right, okay.
Yeah.
So quick fire questions. Go like this. What's your favourite cocktail?
Mojito.
Like a Bloody Mary.
What's your favourite body part?
Ass.
Why?
I just like a good ass, man.
Okay, that's fine.
I like my hair. I'm pretty into my hair.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's absolutely
I-
fine. Goes with your image. Favourite item of clothing?
Shoes.
Name a particular pair.
Converse.
Yeah, but you're wearing them. Name another
Yeah,
one.
'cause they're my
There's a
shoes,
big
man.
thing coming at you. Look.
What is it?
That.
Oh, a bit of a wasp.
A bit of a wasp, just half a wasp flying.
He wants to be on the camera.
I know.
Wasp on.
Yeah. What's your favourite body? I've already asked you that. I'm obsessed with like sexual things. What's your favourite item of clothing?
Probably these trousers or my jacket here because it's got.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a
got
nice
It's got Ozzy Osbourne on it. Look.
I've got that hard rock head as well.
I love
Yeah,
that.
you do, bro.
He's the boys.
What's your favourite item of makeup? Because you can do makeup better than me. Eyeliner.
Yeah, I just think it looks cool, man.
makes your eyes
Just looks
pop.
nice, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with eyeliner as well. I like going for that Robert Smith thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
It's a good
This
look,
is the
yeah.
most important question that I'm just going to take my molten hair off the microphone because that's no good. What is your favourite animal? And you will be judged on this.
Does a shark count, like a great white shark?
It does. Well, yeah, it's an animal, isn't it? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, people get confused about it, but what I love about great white sharks is like for them to live, like they need to continuously move.
'Cause they can't go backwards.
don't, not even that, but it's like if they don't create the air through their gills, they don't breathe. So like if they stay still, they die.
That's no good.
So they have to carry on, and I sort of have a bit of a.
Can you relate to that?
I relate to the great white shark, man.
That's fine.
Sure.
I'd say a giraffe because their brains are quite high up above everyone's bullshit.
Yeah, but where would they wear a tie though? Up here or down there?
I reckon down
I
there.
think it's
man.
down there, John.
you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a bit of like controversy about that, like where a giraffe would wear a scarf
Where
or
do you
a.
think?
I feel like the bottom because you don't wear a tie just like under your chin, do
But
you?
it look
Depends.
more normal being higher up, though.
Do you think?
I think that's like the answer to that argument is maybe giraffes just aren't meant to wear scarves. Or
Yeah,
clothes.
that is true.
But what if they were made like a giraffe tuxedo? Yeah, so obviously the shirt, like it goes all the way up to just under the head.
Yeah.
Then it
You
would
had me
make
at giraffe
sense to have it
tuxedo.
there. This is what I'm saying. like, giraffe tuxedo, man. Yeah, let's not talk about this anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you might go down a bit of a
You might be
wormhole.
seeing some giraffe tuxedos in the white
This is
cinematic
people might be
universe.
nicking my idea of giraffe tuxedos.
Well,
I don't want to talk about
Sort
it.
it out then.
Imagine this, sign an NDA.
Yeah. Have you got merch out and stuff?
We've got some CDs. There's a few bits of old merch
On sale?
on sale. Yeah,
You're really
got
pushing it?
Got it on the website, man. Big Cartel, Yikes World, and you can grab. We got a little bundle as well, so you can get the first one and the second one, or just the second one, and we'll figure out some T-shirts and stuff, man. But
Yeah.
it's just nobody's got any money, have they? So
I
it's
know.
like, why do I want to make people feel bad and buy our stuff? Do you know
Because
what
they
I mean?
won't feel bad.
Well, they should just want it anyway. Then
Yeah, they
shouldn't
do. They want it really bad. They do want it, but if it's not on sale, then how can they?
We do have to invest in some.
Yeah.
But the people that
you've
don't
gotta
want to
get
buy our
some.
merch, there's Instagram, there's Facebook, there's YouTube, there's all that stuff. You can support us for free, and all the other bands that are working really hard right now.
Or you can send actual donations.
Yeah, they've got a
My
PayPal
house.
account. We'll just drop the PayPal link at the bottom of this. Well, you've wrapped it up quite well there, but obviously, I know you don't like doing your things to the camera where you're like, this is where you can find us, this is why you should listen to us. But tell them briefly what is coming up for you for the rest of 2020, possibly into 2021 with postponed gigs.
Go on, bro, you're the man for that.
You want me to do that?
Yeah.
You're the man for that.
Over there.
Well, Massive's out now, the new record. There's going to be a video for Step Away coming out really soon. And then moving forward, yeah, there might be a few more bits and bobs we do. Some more videos for Massive to kind of wrap up the cinematic world that we've built around that record. And then, yeah, kind of moving into next year. Let's just say, man, there's just a lot of stuff. I don't want to do the typical bands. There's big things coming.
Big things coming, man.
Big things coming. Yeah, big things.
Listen, man.
Massive things coming.
Yeah.
They're gonna absolutely knock your socks off with what is coming next year. Do you like that, Mike?
It's cool, actually.
Got to give it back tomorrow.
I used the wireless for the first time. The other.
How did it feel? Like
it was
magic
cool.
going off in your
I enjoyed
hands?
it. I enjoyed it actually because I do like the whole. I like being. I sort of lean when I'm singing. I sort of like lean. In a way, yeah, I guess so. But it's more like I'm just holding myself up like some, like I got. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so I was a bit worried about like when like I took it off and I went walking and stuff. But sorry, I've nicked your mic.
No, it's all right. I think that's the perfect way to end. We've gone over, but I'm going to keep it all in because I think you did fabulous and you're super entertaining.
Okay.
And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.
And you, thank you.
Thank you.